The legend of Bloody Mary has haunted many people for years. But did you know that this terrifying story might be based on a real historical figure? From Mary I of England, the ruthless queen who executed hundreds, to Mary Worth, a witch who was burned alive. Could the Bloody Mary ritual in the mirror really summon her spirit? Watch until the end and uncover the mystery. In a small town lived a girl named Lisa. Lisa loved testing her courage with mystical things. One night, while staying over at her friend Mia's house, Mia told Lisa about the Bloody Mary summoning ritual. They say if you stand in front of a mirror at midnight and say Bloody Mary's name 3 times, she will appear. Mia whispered. Lisa laughed, thinking it was just a mere myth. However, as the night grew later, her curiosity burned even stronger. Without telling Mia, she entered the bathroom, turned off the lights, and stood in front of the mirror with only the dim glow of a small candle. With full confidence, Lisa whispered in front of the mirror, "Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary." At first, nothing happened. Lisa chuckled softly, feeling foolish for believing the children's stories. However, as she turned to leave, the mirror in front of her suddenly became foggy. From the swirling mist on the glass surface, a figure of a woman slowly emerged, her face covered in wounds, empty eyes, and her mouth wide open as if screaming in unbearable pain. Lisa was terrified and could only remain frozen in place. The figure kept staring at her intensely, then grinned with a horrifying expression. Suddenly, the bathroom light flickered, and the air temperature dropped abruptly, sending a chilling sensation deep into her bones. A faint whisper echoed in Lisa's ear. "I am here." Lisa tried to scream and tried to run, but her body wouldn't move. An invisible hand gripped her shoulder and attempted to pull her into the mirror. The ghost woman's face drew closer, her lips moving as if whispering something. Then, a piercing scream filled the room. Mia woke up upon hearing the sound. She rushed to the bathroom and opened the door in a panic. However, as the bathroom door swung open, Mia was shocked to find that Lisa was no longer there. All that remained was the mirror, now covered in bloody scratches. And within the mirror, Lisa's faint silhouette could be seen, staring at Mia with a terrified expression from the other side. Mia screamed in fear. Since that night, Lisa was never found. However, every time someone turns on the light in that bathroom, the mirror reveals the reflection of a girl with a terrified gaze. Just because of a small prank and curiosity, Lisa had to pay a very high price, being trapped in Bloody Mary's mirror world forever. The story of Bloody Mary has existed for hundreds of years. Legend has it that she was the spirit of a woman who died in a horrific way, and her ghost continues to haunt mirrors to this day. However, its origins have several theories rooted in real history. There are several figures suspected to be the inspiration behind the story of the spirit in the mirror. Here are some of the most famous theories. The first is Mary I of England, the real Bloody Mary. One of the historical figures most frequently associated with the legend of Bloody Mary is Mary I of England. She lived from 1516 to 1558 Anno Domini. Mary I was the daughter of King Henry VIII and Queen Catherine of Aragon. She ascended the throne in 1553, Mary I was known for her brutal policies in restoring Catholicism in England after her father separated the Church of England from the Roman Catholic Church. As a queen, Mary was known as a ruthless ruler because she executed hundreds of Protestants by burning them alive. This decision earned her the nickname Bloody Mary from her people. Even so, Mary's life was full of sorrow. She suffered multiple miscarriages and false pregnancies, which left her feeling frustrated and devastated. Legend has it that before her death, she often stared into the mirror with deep sorrow, longing for an heir. This may have inspired the legend of Bloody Mary, who appears in the mirror when summoned. Number 2. Mary Worth, the witch burned alive. Another version states that Bloody Mary originated from the story of a woman named Mary Worth. She lived in the 17th or 18th century and was suspected of being a witch by the local residents. According to folklore, Mary Worth lived in a small village and was often condemned by the villagers for practicing witchcraft. She was rumored to have kidnapped young girls and used their blood in dark rituals. The furious villagers finally captured Mary and burned her alive. As the flames consumed her, Mary screamed curses, vowing that anyone who spoke her name 3 times in front of a mirror would summon her vengeful spirit. From that moment on, the legend of Mary's trapped soul within the mirror began to spread. Number 3. Mary Stuart of Scotland, the tragedy of a forgotten queen. Mary Stuart, the Queen of Scotland, is also linked to this legend. She was the cousin of Queen Elizabeth I and a controversial figure in British history. Mary Stuart lived a tragic life, full of political intrigue and betrayal. In the end, she was accused of conspiring against Elizabeth I and sentenced to death. Mary was beheaded in 1587, however. During the execution, the axe did not sever her head in a single blow. The executioner had to strike multiple times, making her death gruesome and horrifying. Some people believe that Mary Stuart is the origin of the Bloody Mary legend due to her tragic death and the blood spilled during her execution. Although the origins of Bloody Mary cannot be determined with certainty, this legend seems to be inspired by real historical events involving women with tragic and bloody lives. Was it Mary the First of England, Mary Worth the Witch, or Mary Stuart? Their stories have evolved into a horror legend that continues to endure to this day. Although there is no solid evidence that the Bloody Mary summoning ritual in the mirror actually works, many people claim to have had terrifying experiences attempting it.